dangerous to be doing this after the rain.
Long straight stretch on a wordsmith.
Well, welcome to the Roman frontier. It's a rainy day, overcast, quite warm. In other words, a day that filmmakers across the world would choose to pose Hadrian's Wall in. And behind me there's a Mithraic temple, and we're going to check it out on the beginning of our journey to find the things you can do on Hadrian's Wall for, well, free, or at least for the price of parking. So here at Broccolita car park, it's £1. So already we have failed not to spend any money on Hadrian's Wall. And for your information, you won't be able to share parking tickets with people because they're very stingy and they want you to put your license plate in, so you can't be kind to strangers. Killing kindness on Hadrian's Wall. Let's check out a Mithraic temple, shall we? To the Temple of Mithras. This way to the Temple of Mithras. All of Hadrian's Wall nowadays is mostly guarded by sheep and toll booths.
Perhaps the sheep
and fearsome English heritage staff in visitor centres,
which we've yet to encounter.
because we're being cheap today and trying to spend as little money as possible.
What do you mean today? Cheap all the time.
A right turn to the Temple of Mithras.
Look at no cows.
The Heavy Brigade.
It's not real.
Down there, behind Ney, who is finding refuge in the sea, is a temple. It is a temple of a Roman mystery religion, originally a member of the pantheon of Zoroastrianism, and therefore worshipped in Iran. The cult is mysterious because, in a way, it was, during its active life, mysterious. And the secrets were guarded so well, it seems, that when the Roman Empire fell into chaos, and obviously the cult having originally been superseded and suppressed by Christianity, much of the secrets regarding its many levels and subtleties and secret handshakes, I'm not joking, there were apparently secret handshakes, and special diets were lost. The imagery is very powerful though, and very widespread, and the temple, the cult is typified by these secret temples. They represent some of the most interesting and tantalizing religious imagery in Roman art. This might be one of the most northerly, if not the most northerly, Mithra temple in Europe, within the empire. Literally over here somewhere is the line of the wall, and now that the guests before us have passed out of the enclosure, let's go take a closer look. Ney befriending the locals.
This is the most easygoing sheep I've ever seen.
It is a fat sheep as well. It does not care. Broccolita, supported by the Heritage Lottery Fund. Ooh. Well, this is actually pretty well preserved. Now I'm going to just read this information panel, see if what else we can gather. Oh, we have a reconstruction. So, like I was saying before, the plaque's telling us that the temples were meant to resemble caves, which is something special to Mithras, and that's why some of them were even underground. There were 7 grades apparently, so it was a little Freemasony. And for some reason, membership was very popular amongst soldiers.
Possibly because it required ordeals requiring mental and physical strength.
It's very small, but then again, this must be, like I was saying before, one of the most northerly Mithraic temples in the Roman Empire. And I presume these must be posts for the roof. And this is an entranceway into where the altar is. And as the reconstruction shows, these would appear to be seating arrangements for where the members could hang out. Oh, people have been leaving offerings to Mithra. Oh, that's nice. Keeping the religion alive, that's lovely. It's
Oh, that sounds like just sweet.
and from all over the world as well.
What is this? Republic of the Philippines.
Philippines have been here. Wow.
Everything else is just old English pennies.
Yep. Offering here, votive offerings. Good call. Right, so what do we have here? A figure with some sort of headdress, and I believe I've seen this just when I was looking up the religion today, this headdress here. So that's something important. And I can't read that. We got more writing here on this one. Nice capitals here.
Proculus.
Definitely says Proculus. Very interesting. Oh, this is also interesting, which I missed when I came through here. This is a statue right here, and there was 2 of them. So this is, I wonder if this is the man himself. I wonder if this is Mithras, because I think he's wearing trousers, and this is very much like the cape sort of arrangement he wears in a lot of his iconography. And it's also interesting that amongst the pillars you have these little things, these little tiny pillars or stands of some sort. For what?
Incense?
Could be. Yeah. Yeah, she's yeah. There's a little girl which you can just see over my shoulder, and she's gone over to the altar, and she's left a little offering, and yeah, she's praying. I'm not sure if she knows who she's praying to, but we'll give her a moment. And lots of sheep have managed to get into the enclosure. There's 2 big fat ones over here. Follow Mithras on Twitter at Mystery Religion, at Holy Underground, at Living in a Cave. Absolutely certain if you're a student of Roman archaeology or mythology and stuff, that would have been very enlightening to you, hope. And I hope that we managed to show you some of it anyway.
Kind of like a modern joke though, from, you know, like I'm a level 7 Mithras follower. He was a very complicated fellow.
Comes from Persian antiquity, some Zoroastrian thing co-opted and synthesized into a Roman.
Is it from Zoroastrianism?
Apparently.
I was about to say, I wonder if it's anything Zoroastrian. But you know what the weird thing is? There's no reason why I was about to say, is it anything to do with Zoroastrianism?
Mithras is haunting us!
It just came to, I was just thinking, yeah, something like Zoroastrianism, and then here you're telling me it is?
Okay, that's enough. Saddle up, everybody. We've been sustained with sugary cake and coffee, and we're going back because I noticed on the map when I was looking at the aerial satellite photo that there's a distinctive shape in the ground over here.
Strap
and
yourselves in.
When I googled broccoli on Hadrian's Wall, it came up with boiled vegetables, and then I googled broccolita, and it came up with the fact that this eminence behind me, that eminence is the rampart of an auxiliary fort that was garrisoned during the Roman period by several cohorts from Hadrian onwards. So at this lonely spot next to the Mithraic temple, the Mithraeum over there. Door, please. Yeah, glamorous assistant at work. You had auxiliary soldiers from France, Holland, and even Germany, all garrisoning this area of the Roman frontier. And here we are getting up on top of the rampart. Let's have a look if we can see anything through the long grass. We're right in it now. It's tremendously overgrown. You do get a nice shot way over there to some crags that the wall runs across though. But I'm coming over to what I presume is the western wall, showing the line of the fort. Broccolita, supposedly being thought to mean, being a Latin rendering of a Celtic word, which means a place of a lot of badger holes. And here, at the corner of the fortress, we can see the Mithraeum, and a nice shot there showing the line of the wall going that way. Some wet people like myself, and the rain is getting heavier, so I'm going to be wimpy, not like a tough Batavian, Aquitanian, or Tungrorian, however you might say that latter one. Okay, actually, I will just give you a vague sense of how high up we are. It's a decent ditch there, you can see. Auxiliaries were the most common sort of troops you'd find close at hand on the wall. And auxiliary cohorts were somewhere around 500, 1,000 men or something like that, not counting ancillary troops and such. My trousers are all wet. It's hilarious. Let's go, Brolly boy. Let's go hunt the rest of the wall. There's a really nice, quite spectacular line of wall just around the bend back that way, and I think we're going to have a try at seeing if we can find a place to park to see it. I just want people to appreciate how dead straight that wall is.
Yep.
There is not basically an uneven front to it. And just for everybody's curiosity, if you're in Northumberland and you ended up hiking across the field, or you're driving and you see indentations in the ground, then you will probably be looking at long indentations in the ground, I should say. You'll probably be looking at a piece of Hadrian's Wall. Now, we're not going to look at that one, that bit of wall. We're going to have a little walk down here in the pouring rain, and Nay is now going to take over once he gets over the wall.
Yeah.
Get over it, man!
Sure, why not?
And he's actually got a better camera, which means he can take much better establishing footage.
Which hopefully has batteries still.
I'm just going to jump. Nothing stops the Royal Mail.
It's wet.
Very wet. We're a mile and a half from the auxiliary fort at Brocavita, which is that way. And I think that the wall crosses the road in the curves and kind of comes to a great stretch. Okay. With a bright start, current, and a mile crossing. Mile crossings, moving here. Yes, 2 to every Roman mile rather than a mile castle every Roman mile. So this is a pretty common feature, and not as big as a mile castle, and it's just linked to the watchtower. One of 3 centurial stones was found here. This one reads, "The century of Helenus built this," in quotes. Which goes as well to show, if anybody was wondering, soldiers built the Roman wall, not labour, although labour probably quarried the stones that got them here. The Romans didn't allow labourers and civilians particularly to build what was in those days considered to be, well, stuff integral to the defence of the empire. You don't just let Tom, Dick or Harry build your nuclear bunkers and your nuclear rocket stations, do you? So Part 29A. So this is a pretty amazing place, really. It gives me a nice idea of what used to run as far as the eye can see. And it's all very simple and all very effective. This is a really deep dish when it really comes down to it. A really deep, sharp-edged dish. Anybody who is dumb enough to want to actually try and attack the wall, and those people were pretty rare because, as I was saying a few days ago, to you in fact, the Celts didn't have the technology to try and actually break through the wall. They could only escalate it or try and trick their way inside. So the ditch and the wall of this strength was more than enough to protect the frontier from the people out there. And this isn't the highest point you can use to understand the terrain, but the Roman engineers who built this served perfectly and such strength, and it lasted so long. Surveyed this area at Hadrian's construction. The Roman engineers came out here, and they would have gone all across this area, this line between Carlisle and Wallsend, and they picked this, as you can see, because it's the last large natural eminence, or ridge, between that valley and the top of the opposite ridge. So it's perfectly placed to complement static fortifications, and hopefully in our tour of the rest of the area, as we drive up this way, we'll be able to see much more dramatic examples of that. But this is really good. This is a really nice piece of wall. What do you think of it?
I like it.
He likes the wall. Well, you may be in the minority, because the people who have to stand in this sort of weather on watch, looking out at that, probably were saying, wow, what a life in the army, right?
Yeah, but I live on the other side of it. I'd be on the Roman side of the wall like a coward.
Even if I was born on that side of the wall, I'd have
come down that way.
Which again, I guess we can say other method. If you think about the wall in relation to who lived on that side of it, like either barbarian, and the presence of strong auxiliary forts, say out there at and down that way cavalry forts at Chesters, you can understand that this is not just meant for defence, it's meant for the control of everything on either side of it. So actually that ridge over there, you can easily get to it from here. And so actually Roman control, there's a Roman zone of control that expands northwards a day's march, 5 days march if necessary, from these points of supply and safety. And so it's not just a static thing. Now, being suitably soaked and my hat running with water, let's go find another place to have a look at that maybe isn't quite so dull. Across Hadrian's Wall, I notice on the side of the road here you have a nice example of the mounds of the vellum, the distinctive 3 or 4 long ridges that allow you to figure out where you are in the world in terms of the Roman frontier. These crags and fells up ahead have some nice pieces of wall on them by reputation. Now passing, I believe, Housted's fort, it's just on the hill over there. Busy day at Housted's. But you have to pay to that, and that kind of defeats the object of what we're doing. Aha! You have made it to the end. A place not too many people reach. Well, for those lucky few who get to this segment, I'm really grateful, okay? I don't get a lot of visitors. Please leave a like to show others that you came. Leave a comment showing them how you got here. Share the news that I am online and crave attention. And I will make more videos for you in the future. So until the next time, ladies and gentlemen, vaya con Dios.